Hello guys, subscribe to WorldWideChels.
I would watch us.
WorldWideChels.
Subscribe to WorldWideChels.
Thank you for your support.
Yes, people, welcome to your Newcastle versus Chelsea live preview. International break officially done yet again. We've got through the October one, we've got through the November one, and we are back live with Premier League content, man. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Yes, it was nice to have a week off with a bit of content here and there, but it is very, very important for all of us that, we see Chelsea back on our screens, which is the most important thing. Before I introduce my guest, my co-host tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, 3 p.m. UK time, myself, the other side of the coin, will be going live 1 hour before the game, so 2 p.m. UK time on both channels. Come and support us, as always. There might be a live stream straight after the game with Matt J. Ball. If Sindra's free as well, we'll try to sort out something. Yeah. And also a podcast episode of Carefree Unfiltered will be out in the next 48 hours with myself, CSC Dubois, and Faro17, who should be joining us on here very shortly as well. So, guys, content coming back thick and fast. Make sure you guys search for this channel. Make sure you check out the links on the socials, WorldWideChels, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Come and support us, man. And look, we got everyone else in the comments already. In the Sports Way Mold, Sindra, of course, supporting whilst on the stream. And Unlimited Dreamer with already the first donation of the channel. Big up to you, man. Big up the panel. So, my co-host today, Mr. Sindra, is very optimistic. I've had a conversation with him before the stream has started. I'm a bit surprised with a few things. I do want to say it immediately as well because I'm shocked at what I'm hearing. First of all, how are you doing, Sindra?
No, doing good. Good to be done with the international break until March. So now we're gonna have like 3 to 4 months without any international football. Also, I think it's going to be good for the players that also are in the international team to actually have now only focus one game a week until we play in the League Cup again against Newcastle as well. So, yeah, it's I'm doing good. Good to have Chelsea back on the screen tomorrow. Hopefully, we can go up to Newcastle and get a victory.
Yeah, I mean, look, fans of Newcastle very arrogant right now. They're giving all the talk. They said they will be. Yeah, they'll be destroying Chelsea tomorrow, which is absolutely mad. From what I remember, Trippier had to go to the fans in the last game and tell the fans they've had injuries. Like we haven't had injuries for the last 18 months. That's football for you, Sindra. What have you seen?
Nah, it's actually a bit mental. Like after one season, they are kind of giving it a big one. Like they are a little bit too big for their head at the moment. Yes, they are the richest club in the world. Of course. Yes, they finished top 4 in a season where Liverpool, Tottenham, and Chelsea weren't even at their best. Was a kind of an irregular season, in my opinion. Therefore, other teams got to get into the top 6. Of course, it's always good for other teams to do that, but you shouldn't always underestimate the teams that are below you. And to be honest, I think people are now sleeping on Chelsea because, in my opinion, we haven't, apart from maybe the Nottingham Forest game and maybe the West Ham game, we haven't actually played a lot of bad games. We have just been really unlucky a lot of the time. Like we can't finish, we can't score goals.
Sindra, get to the main bit. The main bit, that one here.
But the Newcastle fans are just a little bit.
No, not Newcastle. What you said to me before the stream.
Oh yeah, that we maybe can be up there in top 4 and maybe challenge for a title at the end of the season. You can laugh all.
This guy's saying title challenge, bro.
Sadiq, you can laugh all you want, but yes, we started slowly, but yes, of course we have Man City, but we played really well against them, and like I said before we went on, if we can figure out how to beat the low block, there is a possibility. I'm not saying we will, but I'm saying there is a possibility that we can be up there.
How old are you?
I'm 20.
Yeah, dreams come true, my friend.
So-
Keep believing.
Roman bought the club the year I was born.
Yeah, and the legend was made, as we can see. Guys, everyone wish Unlimited Dreamer to get better. He's feeling ill, and big up for the donation, man. But look, my second co-host for the night, the one and only Faro 17. Congratulations! Obviously, I've just seen the new launch on London's first. I've plugged that as well. It's good to see even phone covers. That surprised me. I might actually buy one of those for sure. But how you doing, first of all?
No, I appreciate what you said. Obviously joining midway and then listening to Sindre, that doesn't sound too unrealistic. I mean, I don't think we'll win the league, but I see us sort of fighting in between of top four and fighting for the title. Not gonna win it, but realistically, I feel like top four is it's more likely we're gonna finish in the top 4/top 5, and all the other teams are gonna be scattered. Whether it's Liverpool, Arsenal, I'm still not convinced with Arsenal. City, I like City are arguably the best team in the world, right? They won the treble last year, so they have that in them to sort of win the league again. But at the same time, no team has sort of dominated besides them, which is why Liverpool, obviously, they have Salah, Nunes misses a million chances, but let's not forget the midfield is pretty average, right? Chelsea, the whole discussion gets talked about, obviously, the low block situation, because that's massive, right? Struggling against teams that are not like that adventurous sort of costs us, and we just need to figure out how to unlock that. But at the same time, I don't think we've had a full squad ever to unlock that. Obviously, Nkunku probably, well, he's not going to return for tomorrow. Lavia as well still hasn't played a single minute. And then Reece, like all these guys, Reece is finally back properly. Now, most likely will play like the entire 90 minutes tomorrow. So all these things, I feel like when we have a full squad, which is rare in the Premier League these days, because obviously Newcastle, United, and all these other clubs have this injury situation as well. But if we are healthy and we make a couple of decent signings in January and the stars align and players are fed, like not even the players that are going to return, I'm saying the players that are back right now, they just are fed, that will help us big time. And I feel like we have a better squad than a lot of people that people are convinced are making top 4.
Wow. Okay. We've had two positive, ambitious opinions already on an international break. I think these guys are feasting, they're dying for some Chelsea football. Which, look, fair enough. If we do manage to somehow learn and defeat these low block teams, what you guys have said about other clubs makes total sense for sure.
Can I bring up something?
Yeah, go for it.
You were sort of laughing at Sindre for suggesting that we will win the league. But if I am sort of like recalling something, there was someone on the stream, that's not me, that's not Sindre, that said we will win the league last season. The person said we're going to win the league this season. I think that person is right on top.
Did this amazing, beautiful person say, was there any exceptions with it?
I don't recall any such thing. But I was the one laughing at you, but now I feel like the tables have switched. I'm not saying we'll win the league, but
I'll repeat what I said. I did say we'll win the league if we sign a striker like Osherman.
I mean, okay, fair enough.
It can happen
next season. Not this season.
Yeah, but I
don't know. You can never ever say no or count up Chelsea in the transfer market. Even obviously the whole Enzo situation as well, right? A lot of people thought Enzo would come in the summer, or we're gonna fight with Real and all these other clubs, and then he just came in January. But
yeah,
by the way, congrats to Nicholas Jackson as well on his.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And in Jackson, we trust. Like, come on, he missed chances, but at least he scored 6 goals this season. That's one less than our top scorer last year for our entire last season.
Yep.
Yeah, well, Sindri, I'll be honest with you. I would have scored 7 goals against Tottenham, but that's me personally. Anyway,
but I feel like the Tottenham game was like other games. I go like, yeah, but the Tottenham game was just something no player was used to. I think even Connor Gallagher was talking about it. Like it was just such a chaotic game. Like
Yeah.
they've prepared for so many scenarios, but something like that for a club to maintain that high line against a club that's horrible when it comes to like a low block, to do that was just suicidal in terms of like what Spurs did. They were just
They nearly got away with it though. They nearly got away. It was 2-1 and Son missed a chance.
Good
That
save,
could've
good save from
not just
Sanchez.
Son, but even the other guy headed it down, right?
Yeah, Bentancur.
been- And Dyer. And
Yeah,
Dyer. You know.
Dyer,
Yeah,
Dyer as well.
Dyer's
Like,
volley
it
on
could have been
goal.
different. It could have been
Yeah,
different. We would have got
I mean,
cuffed.
but it wasn't. No, but it's also they were praising Tottenham, and especially with the players that we had on. Mudryk was on, Sterling was on, Jackson was on, Palmer was on. Like we had a lot of players that are threatening in behind. So why are them playing a low block, no high line? It just didn't make sense.
I respect the manager that doesn't change his way.
Fair
respect
enough to Postecoglou. It risked and it
Yeah.
almost paid off. That's fair.
Yeah, they would have been talking about masterclass for a whole year at this rate. That would have been a
No,
trophy
but
for them.
I generally think if they would have sat back, they would have gone on a draw, bro. I'll tell you why. I think this, because it's not like we were attacking and we missed absolute sitters, and some of the plays we did was so stupid that it would have been a very logical thing. This is where I get him being adventurous and him being brave and going that attacking style and just to show for the future what they're about. But bro, that was bad game management for him, I feel.
And the only saving grace for them as well was Vicario, who were sweeping a lot of the like the overthrow balls that we had. And if it wasn't for him coming out at the right moments in time, it could have been even worse for Tottenham. It could have been like 7 or 8-1.
Exactly. Any other team, they would have finished with like 10 goals. I'm not even.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you can also see the difference where Liverpool were down to 9 against Tottenham.
Yep.
What did they do? Tottenham needed to win by an own goal
Yep,
to get away with that, because Klopp knew that he couldn't play a hard pressing and offensive.
Exactly. They
adapt
had to
and-
be so cautious, and they got unlucky at the end.
Yeah,
But tomorrow's game should be interesting.
yeah.
I feel like if you get a draw, I'll be disappointed.
Mm.
Yes.
Because I wouldn't have been disappointed before, but it's weird because before this crazy list of fixtures we had, I wish we would have gotten a win at least against Arsenal. It just or sit like we needed to win one of them. We deserve to win both games, to be honest with you. But just not beating even Newcastle would sort of be like, here we go again. Because same thing happened with Liverpool. I feel like we were the better team against Liverpool as well, the first game of the season. And as much as I get the whole undefeated against the top teams, we need to sort of win and really push and take us to the next level, because it's too inconsistent right now,
And also, it's like, I think how many points we can get against the top 6 is important that we get as many as we can, because we are going to struggle against the lower side now. We have shown that we can beat and play with the top opponents like City, Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool. So now it's just shown, okay, we have Brighton next week and then United after that. We need to, in my opinion, from those games we should pick up 9 points.
Yeah,
Like
you make a valid point. I said this on the pod that Sadiq and I did. I'm not worried about tomorrow. I'm not worried about United game. I'm worried about the Everton game. Game, they're gonna sit back and go all out. Whereas, unless, which would be a smart thing to do, unless United or Newcastle tomorrow play a low block and they just play on the counter. That's the best way to get us. That's the most obvious way. But I feel like there's this misconception of Chelsea. Like they're in bad form, or we were in bad form, so we can like sort of get targeted. But the smart thing to do is show us respect.
Yeah. And also, I don't know how Everton actually going to do, because now they also are kind of hungry because they just got a 10-point deduction. So I don't know how they will play against it, because Now they're going to be more desperate because now they're sitting in 19th place. They went from 14th to 19th.
You're right, bro. That's a really scary game now because of this whole situation with
Yeah,
obviously point deduction, and then maybe, hopefully not to two other clubs in England, but
yeah,
hopefully
maybe
not.
three. One might be facing either the drop, transfer ban, something like that as
I
well.
just find this whole system really stupid. How, like, for instance, City, they have Everton had like one charge or whatever against them. City have 110, right? And the reason
115, yeah.
that hasn't happened is because the time is going to take to
Mhm.
obviously appeal all of that. But if that's the case, the biggest loophole is just to do 1,000 more. So for the next 1,000 years, they don't have any ban. You know what I'm trying to say, right? It's just so stupid how they have to delay that whole thing. It's so stupid.
Yeah,
Sadiq,
and
what are
like
you
Yeah.
doing, bro? What?
Hmm?
Why do you have like your
Oh, sorry, man.
feel
Guys,
professional, bro?
listen. I appreciate the shovel and the minerals communication between you two, but the host is also here, by the way, just in case if you guys have forgotten. I'm
Big up,
gonna take it
Johnny.
back from you guys. I want to take it back from you guys. Big up everyone's
yeah,
in the
go for it.
comments. We're gonna go through some of the press conference comments. I'm gonna read as many as possible before I let everyone else on. Um, First of all, Poch says he knows his starting 11 for tomorrow. And
Yeah, I
Nkunku
know.
and Lavia confirmed out, but Cole is back. And Nkunku is slightly ahead of Lavia in terms of recovery. Poch hopes that James can play 90 minutes tomorrow, but we'll see. He doesn't know when Fofana will be back. Lewis Hall was mentioned because obviously we sold him. Says regarding Lewis Hall that there were many players in the same position and ahead of him, which is a big statement. So it was he also done an interview. I don't know who with. Was it with Chelsea or BN Sports? I don't know, but we can also talk about that shortly. But the press conference wasn't really detailed. It was just a few points, and it ended very quickly, I believe. But look,
Mhm.
Nkunku, we did say he'll be back after Newcastle. After the international break, which is not the case. He still needs a bit more time. And I do believe when he comes back, he won't be starting immediately. He'll be taking, his time, 10, 15 minutes here and there, hopefully. So Lavia is also behind in recovery. But the important one here, Reece James for me, playing as much as possible is the difference. I feel like, him starting will get the best out of the likes of Nicholas Jackson, who Throws is a big fan of, and his circle. It's so important that we bombard that right side, that we start attacking that right side a lot more. Because we've seen chances come quite a lot from Reece James crosses as well. So yeah, Sindra, what do you make, man? Reece James.
It's good to have him back. Like on his day, in my opinion, he's one of the most all-around footballers in the world. Like
Mm.
he can do literally everything. He's good in the air.
So,
He's
so to cut you
phys-
off. So to cut you off. Is he captain material for you? Is he vocal on the pitch?
I don't know. I don't know that yet. I don't know that yet. Of course, he got the captain's armband, but I feel like it's, in my opinion, a little bit too early for him to get that armband.
So do you think Enzo Fernandez and who else did you say for us ahead of Reese captaincy?
I didn't say anyone ahead of Reese. I actually said he's
We had a debate about vocal. That he's not
no.
vocal. And
I said
I sent you a clip on Instagram. I sent you a
yeah.
clip on Instagram
If you
of him.
listen, I can take after this podcast, I can prove with clips. I was vouching for Reese for the last 2 years, right?
No, but I'm saying the conversation we had, I can't remember, me, you, and
Yeah,
someone else about Reece James not being vocal enough.
yeah. I mean, okay, sure. If someone is coming on, just talk to them here and there. But in terms of maintaining certain situations, like obviously the whole penalty incident with Sterling and Cole Palmer, Enzo handled that perfectly, right? And the whole reason Enzo is not the captain is because of the whole English language barrier, which Pochettino confirmed, by the way. Pochettino himself said the reason Enzo isn't captain or vice captain is because he cannot speak fluent English. He said this, I think, right after preseason. He confirmed this. For me, though, Reese, if he's fit, it's a no-brainer. Because some people just don't talk. Like when Hazard was the captain for Belgium as well, it wasn't just he wasn't that vocal. right? Some people are not that vocal in terms of if you compare them with one of the most vocal captains in John Terry or Roy Keane and stuff. Like these guys are like dedication, vocal, try to get
Bro,
involved in everything.
you know what, Roy Keane?
Lampard, same thing. Lampard, when he was vice captain, he was not vocal at all. Everyone said this, but the way he carries himself on the pitch is how he leads, just like Kante, right? There have been so many games Kante was a captain for us. I don't think that was the right fit, right? Because that guy never talked, right? He was super shy. Reece still talks now and then, but if you compare him to other people, like, you know who's the most vocal guy in the team right now? Nicholas
Gallagher.
Jackson. He is like
Jackson.
everyone's face. He wants everyone to celebrate, like in front of the like opposition fans, shushing them.
Desante as well.
He
Yeah,
argues with
I
every
was also
player.
talking about.
So
thinking
it
about
depends
Desante.
on what sort of level, but for me, Reece is the perfect ideal captain. Obviously, when Mount was at the club, there were debates of him and Reece. I always stuck with Reece, always, because he has that homegrown factor in him, along with like being arguably the best player in his position in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Big up Crouch Critic, that's my guy from Canada.
He don't know you, man. He don't know you.
Bro, we used to watch games together.
Could
What?
I ask? Can I ask one thing?
Go on.
Yeah, should Chilwell lose the vice captaincy and maybe give it to Gallagher instead, or
I'll
should we
tell
stick
you
with
why.
Chilwell?
I'll tell you because of the whole injury situation that Chilwell is in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Doing that, and because he's close with a lot of players, that'll just cause a situation that doesn't need to be caused. Whereas
What am I listening
slowly,
to?
like for instance, Thiago Silva for everyone is a captain, right? Whether he wears the armband or not, he is a captain, which is
He's
why
a leader.
Pochettino himself has said Thiago Silva doesn't even need the armband, right? And I feel like it'll slowly, automatically just be pushed to Gallagher in a year or two. Whereas we don't even need to like from Chill. I'm saying the vice captaincy from Chilwell.
Bro, what am I listening to in 2023? It's not 2024. It's not April Fool's Day, man. What's going on? What are you talking about? Conor Gallagher, vice captain.
He
You know he was captain. He already captained us this season when everyone was injured. So what are you saying? They did a whole segment on Sky Sports about this. He's captained us, I think, two times already this season.
More than that.
Yeah. So City, what are you saying? I'm so confused. He's captain Chelsea while Thiago Silva was on the pitch. FYI.
Yeah. Gallagher has been captain. Gallagher has been captain for most of this season.
Yeah, so I don't know what you're trying to say. I'm so confused, bro.
And also he's showing in a way, like he's showing the captaincy by leaving it on the field. He's doing everything for Chelsea. And yes, yes, I know it's a mental statement to say that Gallagher should get the vice captaincy, but if Chilwell keeps getting injured as he does,
yep,
it should be at least a player that is on the pitch that is vice captaincy and isn't that injury prone.
Bring back the guy on the screen right now, man. Bring him back, man. I'll take those days back right now.
The Mount days.
Big up Mace.
Big up Mount, man. He might be on a podcast one day.
He's struggling now.
He's struggling a lot.
He hopefully can get back soon.
I don't think he has a goal and assist.
Nah, he's been injured a lot as well.
No, I think he avoided the 007. It's, you know what? I don't wish a player the best of luck when he goes to a rival. I would never do that. But injuries are the worst. You know, obviously you don't wish that on anyone. And it's, I mean, in a weird way, it's not the worst thing for him not to come back to the break, because I didn't want that whole situation this year. It's too soon for that, you know. So obviously he's gonna miss the game against us. But
do you think you'll get booed?
Yeah, going by like some like people, of course he would get booed, bro. And it's not helping these articles coming out of like he doesn't regret it, blah blah blah. Obviously, you know how people are, journalists and stuff in general. You know, and I'm not saying he's not at fault at all. He also like if you make a mistake, you won't publicly say you made a mistake, right? Like the whole thing with Joe Cole when he joined Liverpool. The first interview they did, they asked him to say that, oh, Liverpool is a bigger, like they asked him to do some stupid things, and then after a few seasons he came out and he said, they forced me to say these things, right? You're not gonna come out and say, oh, I made a mistake immediately. But both, I'm pretty sure both Mount and even Kai, they feel like they didn't make the right call.
Yeah, so you're saying eventually they'll come out with the truth.
I mean, people already know what happened. I wouldn't put the blame entirely on Mace, but it was just an awful situation. But I just feel like Mount would have benefited going to a club more suited to United. Was just like the way they play. I don't think any player suits them right now, let alone Mace.
That's very true. McTominay has done quite well for them.
He's like Gallagher.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. He's not the Gallagher who's done well for both sides. You know what I'm saying?
McTominay is, in my opinion, the only reason Norway didn't qualify for Euros or get to the playoffs for the Euros, because he played so well for Scotland. Norway didn't qualify.
Yeah, Holland couldn't save them, unfortunately.
He's
no Peter Schmeichel, who done really well for Denmark. I think when they won in 96. Was it 96?
Euros.
Can't remember top of my head. Can't remember top of my head, but he basically was the difference for the country. Holland needs to do something like that to be one of a kind. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was 92.
92, sorry, so it's 4 years before. Apologies.
But they got lucky into the tournament. They got a place they shouldn't be. They shouldn't even They didn't even qualify for that Euros.
How did you know?
He knows, bro. Why you
I watch a lot of football.
How do you then?
That was 11 years before I was born.
But how old are you?
I'm 20.
Yeah, you know more than the guy at the bottom. Anyway,
and the guy above me.
Yes, have that.
Certainly not above me, man. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. Listen, guys, let's have some score predictions, please. Feroz, we'll start with you. Predictions for tomorrow, please.
3-1 Chelsea.
3 goals.
Yeah, because I think tomorrow Enzo's not going to play. And because obviously when both Enzo and Caicedo go to South America, it's just they get exhausted with everything, the altitude as well, playing there. It's not the easiest of conditions. And obviously Enzo had to experience what happened against Brazil, right? Like the whole riot. Yeah, it was just chaotic. And Enzo hasn't been the greatest the past month or so. He just hasn't, right? And I think tomorrow we're going to see Mudryk, Palmer, Sterling all play along with Connor and Caicedo with Jackson. So it's going to be really attacking. And I feel like we're going to really target them and get like a lot of goals. So I think 3-1. 3-1 is what I see. Plus, Newcastle have a whole list of injuries, right? So that's why I'm standing.
And also Lewis Hall can't play because he initially signed on loan.
Yes, that's
so true. I think both Dan Burn and the Target, their other left back, is both out with injuries, and now their third choice left back can't, or Lewis Hall can't even play. So I think it's going to be Livramento.
How come you can't play?
Lewis Hall signed on loan. He signed on loan with initial. They have to buy him at the end of the season.
But I remember there was a line where it said it didn't state whether he can't or can play. Do you remember? Everyone was debating about it.
He cannot play.
He can't play.
It's a loan. They just they sort of made it permanent or about to make it permanent by paying it, but he's on loan this season, and they did that because of the Bucks situation, not to balance the Bucks and all. But yeah, so he cannot play.
They have to buy him at the end of the season.
Yep.
It's a deal. So he can't play. And I think with the way that, for example, if we have Mudryk against Trippier, I think that would be a good matchup because Mudryk will just obliterate Trippier with his speed. Because Trippier will, of course, be attacking. And then if we get on the break with Mudryk, he's gone.
Yep, 100%. I feel like Sterling is going to do really well tomorrow as well.
Yeah, so then it's Palmer in the middle, Sterling on the right, and Mudryk on the left then, if we're going off by that.
And out of 2 players coming back from South America, who should start?
I already said it's going to be Caicedo.
Yeah, Caicedo. I think from my experience and what I've seen, I don't think Enzo have been at his best in recent day, and I think I know it's mental, but he should at least get one game break to just clear everything and get rested for next week, and hopefully a fully fresh Enzo will do wonders against Brighton.
100%.
So we're saying Casado to start tomorrow, guys, in the comments. Guys, everyone's tuning in, man. Keep liking the video. Appreciate everyone that's tuning in. As I said, there'll be a watch along with myself, the other side of the coin, 1 hour before the game. There could be a pod tomorrow straight after the game recorded if the guy under me decides to take responsibility. Or there might be a live stream with a pod after that. So we shall see very soon. We're going to be coming back thick and fast with content. We need to start uploading a lot more. International break's now over. So it's my responsibility to get that sorted. So yeah, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we're looking to do as much content as possible. Search for the channel WorldWideChels, even if you don't get notified, and come and join us. We've covered probably everything that we could so far with the press
Look at your
conference.
cat. Bro, put the cat on stream instead of you, bro.
Oh, that's rude.
He's looking at stuff. I need to wash him, fam. I need to give him a bath. But yeah, is there anything else that I missed out on? We spoke about the press conference, spoke about players coming back.
In terms of backline tomorrow, what would you guys do? Who would
Yeah,
you-
I was thinking the same.
Question.
Of course, Sanchez in goal.
I mean, yeah, that's a back line, right? Yeah, okay, cool.
Well, we start with the goalkeeper. Then,
I mean,
of
back
course-
line isn't a goalkeeper.
You think Nkunku?
it's a part of the goal. It's a part of the back line.
No, back line is the back four, bro. The back
Okay,
three.
it's fine.
The back four.
Do you guys think Nkunku
Back
should
five.
start tomorrow or no? Cucurella, you guys think he should start tomorrow or no?
Yes. If Cole isn't fully fit,
I was back.
No,
Yeah,
no,
he's
Poland's
back,
back.
yeah.
That's what I'm asking. Or like,
Don't risk him.
yeah, that's what I like about how we're doing this with our injured players now. We're easing them slowly back into the pitch, into the side, like we're doing this. I hope we do that with both Fofana, Nkunku, and Lavia, and everyone else that is injured. We put them on the bench, sub them in for the last 10 to 15 minutes, and then start gradually giving them more play game time as they feel better and the bodies are better. So Cucurella, Thiago Silva, Disasi, and Reece James, I would say.
Get the shovel out first.
I have the shovel out for you, bro.
Thank you. Do you agree with his back four?
Yeah, I do.
No Chalaba?
He's injured.
Is he?
Yeah, he got a
Nah,
setback.
he's not. Everyone's fit except Nkunku and Lavia.
Chalaba is injured. He got a setback. We should keep him out until 2024.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the guy under me didn't tell me that. Oh, fair enough.
Nah.
I did not know that. Are you serious?
Yeah.
But
All I'm
knew
gonna say is, all I'm gonna say is karma, bro. Karma.
No. You can't be saying that.
No. I'm not talking about. I don't like players ever getting injured, but I'm just saying in general, bro. In life, karma, bro. That's all.
No, I don't think you should be saying that, man. I think you need to take that back, man. That's bad.
Yeah.
You can't be saying that.
No, it's not about his injury. It's nothing to do with his injury. I'm not talking about. I will never wish any player to be injured ever.
Yeah.
You'll be careful with your words, but you're one of the most senior people in the community. You got to be very careful.
This isn't about Chalobah. This isn't about. I'm just saying in life karma, bro. Literally, it's not.
Why did you mention that?
Because I'm saying maybe he wanted to go somewhere, right? I'm just saying.
No,
Is that the real reason?
Of course.
It's not the other reason.
No, that reason links to where he wants to go, right? He wanted to go to Bayern Munich, right?
Andre, I understand. Who's that
Yeah,
from?
it's from Fabrizio Romano.
Did you hear him? I thought did you hear him?
What?
Yeah, sometimes
He said for bitch. For bitch.
Fabrizio. Okay, sometimes that's something I would. That's a tongue twister for me as a Norwegian to say
Nah,
like that.
bro, that's all good, man. All good.
That's really bad, Syndrome, man. Your mom and dad.
Yeah, I'm
should
I'm
grow up.
sorry. He's not watching this, so I'm not offending him.
How do you know? How do you know he doesn't watch this?
I don't know. I just
He might
have a
watch
gut
it on his
feeling.
burner account. You never know. You never know.
If so, big up Fabrizio.
I've got nearly 4.7 million views since I've opened this account. He must have watched just one of those views.
At this 1 second.
1 second, yes. Cool. Fro, what's the plan tomorrow? Are we doing a pod?
It depends if you win or not.
Seriously, bruv. Sidra, don't you agree? Win, draw, lose, Chelsea forever, right?
Yeah. Hell
So
yeah.
he's saying it depends on the result, which I don't think is right, man.
It depends. Well, it depends on his mood after the game.
Yeah, I mean, when we lose, I want to do podcasts after a day to cool down. If we win, then logically we think emotions don't get the best of us. When we lose, people go crazy, bro. Even on social media, when you lose, never tweet or anything if you lose for at least 10 minutes because people go crazy.
Yeah. Whenever Chelsea lose, I just turn off. I just go off social media completely.
Sadiq celebrates when we lose.
For what reason? How? What do I get out of it?
I have the shovel out for you, bro.
What do I get out of us losing?
Brown envelopes, bro. You make more videos. You talk about things. You receive brown envelopes, man. Every time we lose.
Anyway,
Damn. Big up, Johnny.
bro, do you know why I done that?
I do know.
Why?
If I speak,
Why?
I'm in trouble.
Bro, let's see if you know who does that.
Speed, bro.
You didn't even notice. You didn't even notice.
Bro, you're messed.
Anyway, by the way, yo, you know what? You need to come to Saudi in Feb.
Me?
Ronaldo, Messi. Last
They got
one.
cancelled.
Huh?
Inter Miami cancelled it.
You're trying shit.
My guy, go look right now. Go look right now. Go on Twitter. Look, search it up in front of everyone. They
Can you
canceled it.
confirm?
I like you guys with the Chalaba thing. I haven't.
It
noticed
canceled.
that.
I was gonna go for this, and then it got cancelled. I was gonna buy a ticket. It got cancelled.
Can my Sindre sources please confirm?
Bro, I was gonna go for this with
What's the name of
The last dance.
Al Nassr?
Sadiq. Why you? I was going with it with that person, and it got cancelled.
Yeah.
What person? Bro, you can't go in Saudi. You know, right?
Claims that Lionel Messi
Say
versus Cristiano Ronaldo
again.
showdown. Inter Miami deny claims that Lionel Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo showdown as in Inter Miami versus Al Nassr match has been arranged. It's a rumor. It's not even a thing.
No, it's posted. I saw it the other day.
No, Inter Miami said we hadn't why did this even come out? We didn't agree to anything.
Let me check, man.
No, I was gonna go for this game with obviously that person. That didn't happen because now.
Bro, Bleacher Report done it. Gold done it.
Yeah, but look, they rejected it. They denied it. There's no game. There's no such game.
Listen, MLS side delete their statement denying they have agreed. They deleted the statement.
Yeah, it's not happening.
No, they put it up, the statement saying no, and then they deleted it.
It's just not happening.
Bro, you're not understanding English. They put a statement saying they denied it, then they deleted it. They deleted it.
My guy, Inter Miami from the official, whatever. We'll see what happens. It's not happening though. There's no way it's gonna happen.
Do you understand what I'm saying? They said no, it's not true. They deleted that tweet.
Bro, just go on. Hold on, man. I'll show you a few things.
This guy doesn't understand English, people, man.
I know what you're saying, but I'm saying that doesn't matter. It's not happening. It's never gonna confirm that it's happening anywhere. Legit.
Sindre, logically, if you say in a statement, we deny this event's happened and then delete it, what does that hint to you? They're gonna sort
Miami themselves, forget MLS. Inter Miami have directly communicated that they denied this.
Yeah.
It's on their official website, intermiamicf.com. Should I link it to you, bro?
Please, because that means Messi is scared of Ronaldo.
Oh my days.
Bro, this is what I saw. See the screen here, this picture? I was ready.
I know, but then it got canceled because I told you.
Bro.
Oh, big up Fatur. Fatur, hop on. Bro, my guy.
Fatur, hop on, man. Send the super chat as well, man.
Hop on.
Send the super chat, Fatur, man. Because I'm disappointed with your Newcastle content you've put on so far, father. You will not be able to.
You're posting some amazing thing in the group chat that we have.
Bro, at this rate, he's not coming to Wolves with me, unfortunately.
Why? What?
Bro, have you seen his content?
Yeah, I saw like who he was with.
Who was that with?
Yo. Fatur, and why aren't you telling Sadiq about Ali like in Euros? I don't know why you deny that. Okay, I sent Fatur, I DM'd you the link.
Bro, he used to send super chats, man. Now doesn't send super chat. Fatur.
Big up Fatur.
Alright, guys, so might as well wrap up, man.
No, what?
Oh, we're gonna win, guys. 2-0.
Sadiq, you didn't wish me Thanksgiving, bro.
I'm not gonna say anything publicly about that.
2-0. You're saying 2-0? Really? You think we're gonna get a clean sheet? Wow.
Yeah, Kukurea in the back, Tammy in attack. Chelsea gonna get a clean sheet.
You guys hearing, right? Tommy wants to clubs.
He wants to come back.
Sorry?
He wants to come back to London, right?
Yeah, he wants to come back to England.
Yes.
He's still injured.
What?
He's still injured.
Is he?
Yeah, he ruptured his ACL.
Oh, I thought he was back by now. That's why Lukaku is popping off.
Yeah.
Big Rom.
Have you guys noticed every prediction for us gives, they fell?
Yeah,
Hey.
Cole Palmer's prediction was so bad, bro. So bad. Even Conor
You didn't say
Gallagher.
Cole. You didn't say Cole.
What?
You didn't say Cole.
Really? Okay, should I turn screen share on right now? Should I do that?
Sandra, you know there's people that write so many tweets and then delete all of them until they get the correct
I was
one.
wrong about Lukaku. I'll stand up when I was wrong. I was wrong about Lukaku.
More than wrong. You was more than wrong.
Yeah, I was really wrong about I was beyond
Not
wrong
really
about
wrong.
Lukaku. Yeah. Another player I was wrong about was I thought Cucurella would do really well, especially after his first 20 minutes.
Havertz.
What about Havertz?
What about Havertz?
When did I say Havertz will do good? I never said he'll do good. I just said announcement. I never said he's going to do good.
So you want me to go all the way back and find your shit from that day before?
Yeah,
the day?
I never said he will be like an unreal signing. The only people I vouch for,
all right. Listen,
Havertz, I didn't watch Bundesliga that much or anything. I just heard he's a
bro. Listen, next stream we do, I'll pull up all the receipts on you.
Yeah,
right,
okay. If you find stuff from the last 2-3 years, you might find something. But I never vouched the way I vouched for Cole Palmer when he was signing. So many.
Bro, you vouched.
Why are we getting him? Why are we not getting Felix? Why are we not getting Felix? Why are we getting him? Who is this guy? And then I'm like, he's the guy who we thought Havertz is gonna be. That's what I said.
Exactly. So what does that say to you? What does that say? That means you did say that stuff about Havertz.
No, for the year when we signed Havertz, here's the thing: you got to understand something. When we signed Havertz, his profile was being a winger/attacking midfielder, wonder kid, being a guy who can control and be that creative spark. Havertz was never that guy for Chelsea, unfortunately. Palmer, I feel like I said it immediately. He's going to prove everyone wrong for people who are doubting him. But I was so wrong about Lukaku, so wrong. But it's not my fault that all these players gave us false hopes, right? Whether it's Cucurella in the first 20, 30 minutes. Remember when he came on, everyone was like, oh my God, he's so good. Freaking that guy as well. Zappacosta. What a debut. Oscar as well for Chelsea against Pirlo, what he did. All these guys that had like moments of magic, and then they just, hopefully, a lot of these guys come good. Are you guys worried about any current player we have that you guys don't think is going to live up to the hype, or we really overpaid or no?
Nicholas Jackson.
But we didn't. Jackson, I feel like Jackson didn't come as like, oh, I'm gonna be the starter. In preseason, he all exceeded our expectations, right? So
You said Didier Drogba.
yeah, in preseason he exceeded my expectations. But when I'm saying when he signed, like
Ross
for
Barkley
instance,
was world class in preseason.
what?
Ross Barkley was world class in
Yeah,
preseason.
no,
What
no,
does that
no.
mean?
Bro, you're missing my point. I'm saying, has there ever been a player that signed immediately and then you guys are like, okay, we got a player before he's even played a minute and he's just not been it?
What matter?
What? Are you understand? I'm saying, is there a player that the second he signed, for instance, for me, I guess Mudryk, I still think he'll come good. But when he signed, there was so much
No.
hype around him that you guys are like, he will be unreal, and he just unfortunately hasn't.
Modric. You see what Lampard said?
I did, but at the same time, I take that with a pinch of salt, just because of the fact that I feel like we didn't get full context. Because when he was on Obi Mikel's pod, shout out John, he said Mudryk and all these players have the talent. Do they have that hard work and dedication? Obviously, Mudryk is doing that in the gym, but at the end of the day, it's all about experience, and it's like extremes on Mudryk. Some people say he doesn't know how to play at all. Some people say when they see him in training, he's just unbelievable. So you gotta sort of bridge that gap and sort of take a few years. But I really thought after the Liverpool cameo, especially after the Liverpool cameo he did, the 20 minutes, he was so good. We all thought we saw like a world-class player last
No,
season.
listen, I agree with you, but I also heard a very interesting comments from John Obi Mikel. Shout out to him as well. With 5 UK, hopefully I pronounced it right. Rio, Joel,
That was a good
and what's the other guy's name?
Joel, Rio,
Joe Rio. There's one more.
Harry Pinero.
Harry Pinero, that's it, yeah. And he spoke about Eden Hazard, and I didn't really know like properly the details about the Madrid move from Chelsea and how he was in training. And obviously, McClub brought it up again, and they were going to ask him about why he said those things about Hazard. But obviously, we knew Hazard was naturally gifted as well. He didn't have to train very hard. There was summers where he had a pot belly, and then he would get over it, after a few games, and he's back up to speed.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't have to train because he was just going to be in that first team. They knew that already. But he joined Madrid and he decided to train hard.
I know what you're saying.
And his body just did not accept it. It's just not him.
See, that's a great point you make. That by the way, big up that episode. Everyone who hasn't watched it with him, Joel, Harry Pinero, like it's so good. And Rio, obviously. I feel like what ended up happening was with him, it was just an unfortunate situation. Whereas the whole thing with, let's say, Modric, and I guess the prime example would be Torres, right? Forget Torres' injury situation, right? When a striker is scoring, naturally it's the best. But when a striker forces and tries to make everything to score, he'll struggle. It just doesn't work. Sometimes forcing it just doesn't work. And I feel like with Hazard, it was natural in training where he's like, nah. Well, he took it to another level. He's like, he wasn't even tying his shoelaces from what John says, right?
Yeah.
And he said this in a lot of episodes. But I really think that Obi was spot on in terms of like, if you watch the Lampard episode, Lampard said he always used to have a jacket and he used to drench the jacket in water. So there's more weight to him. So Lampard used to overtrain. Yeah, Lampard used to overtrain. So it depends. Like even Mudryk, right? People were saying that he's doing too much to his body, right? He's going to the gym way too much. He needs to sort of calm down and go from there. Sometimes overtraining and overdoing something and forcing it doesn't work. However, at the same time, he is doing well in training, Mudryk. It's not even like an injury situation. It's just that I feel like, as Maluda pointed out as well a few episodes ago, experience, confidence, getting used to the crowd, getting used to England. Like obviously he came from like the whole war situation. Eventually he'll be good, and he's showing signs of it, against Arsenal also, obviously. Same thing with City. He came on instant impact, right? I really think that Mudryk in given time he will perform, but it's just such a shame that almost everyone who we sign, they show like a moment of spark in the debut and then they just sort of go stale. That happens way too much. That happened with United as well with Anthony Martial. Obviously, that goal he scored against Liverpool, people thought he was
Liverpool, yeah,
country,
yeah,
and then after that, it's just like all downhill from there.
yeah. The commentary for once
It's
was quite
about
nice.
just being confident, not focusing too much on social media, working hard, and just do your talking on the pitch, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, he acknowledges it as he said earlier. Talent ain't enough,
Yeah.
and hopefully we see the best out of Mudryk. Look, before we wrap up, Sindri, is there anything else you want to add to this beautiful stream?
No, I don't think I have anything else. I think we have covered everything today.
I do as well, man. Fro's showing off with his new iPhone that he can finally afford in life. But guys, we are gonna wrap up here. It's been
No,
a
no,
pleasure.
we're not. 8 more minutes, at least 8 more minutes. I want to hit the hour mark. If you guys have any questions for Sindre, myself, Sadiq, feel free to ask us right now.
Fro's, ask a question whilst I get some snacks because I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Trying to think. What do you, Sindre, what do you think about the whole Nani situation?
Well, I hope everything sorts out there. Like, do you mean with how he was suspended for disciplinary reasons, stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not good to be caught out partying when you are injured. He, of course, then should respect what happened. That the club then said like you shouldn't be in the squad at the moment because of what he did with and gave him a disciplinary like fine and action to that. But I think he's talented enough, and of course, if he needs to take his chances when he gets minutes, because we have Cole Palmer emerging, we have Christopher Nkunku coming back, we have both Broya and Jackson now, we have Mudryk as well, so we have a lot of attacking players now. If he, in my opinion, if he doesn't take his chances, I feel like he's the one that's going to go out the door the first, because we didn't sell him for much, but I still think we can try and get back what we bought him for.
And also, I think Potts didn't really rate him that much at Tottenham.
Yeah.
So they're very, very interesting. It's been a very interesting couple months for Noni and for Chelsea fans to analyze and see what's next. Because January, will he go out on loan or something? We never know. So it's gonna be very, very interesting. I want to apologize to everyone for 17. I mean, we can just look at him for a few seconds, guys. Cheers. So I think he's in trouble. I think his mum and dad have given him a lecture. From what I understand, from what I can hear behind the scenes, they call him a Benchod, and mother Benchod.
But
looks quite serious. Yeah, carry on.
Who, as like in your opinion, who do you think is the most talented player we have in the squad?
Obama.
I'd like to apologize publicly for that. Sorry. But Sindre, valid response as well. Sadiq, as you mentioned, Nani was with obviously Poch before. So I feel like that's sort of like whether people say or not, right? When you have a certain image of a player, it's hard to change that. Obviously, I still think even with Mourinho and Lukaku, when Lukaku went back when he went to United and Mourinho was there, and he was struggling towards the end, I feel like that played a part where he was like, this is the same guy who wanted to leave Chelsea, blah, blah, blah. So I think all those things play a part. But Nani has raw talent that I feel like last season he was a spark, he was actually a spark. And it's fine margins. Obviously, he couldn't hit the post just, a few games ago. And it's just unlucky because I don't want him to go and just shine elsewhere because it'll just be really heartbreaking.
And who's the most talented player for you for us?
And the squad right now, who's the most talented? Mudryk. This isn't even debatable.
More than Cole.
Yeah. Cole has this. Cole has this. I'm talking about just ability with the ball and talent. It's definitely Mudryk.
I must be watching a different game.
No, like define talent, right? Like Iniesta was gifted and all, and he was just smart, all brains. Whereas some people are just like it's a very like strange discussion. This because yeah.
So some people are talented like in their footballing ability, but not in their brains.
Yep.
Like Brojan, I would say is a good example. Maybe, but Balotelli in a way was also a good example.
Yep.
He was a brilliant footballer when he was younger, and then he just fell off because he was the smart up here.
Yes. Another player who was more talented than Ronaldo himself has said this, and a lot of people did, is Ricardo Quaresma, right? This is when he was playing for Barcelona, and then he went to Inter Milan as well. A lot of people don't realize he played for Barcelona in the beginning of his career. He was so good, and then when people used to watch them for the national team, they were like, obviously his iconic Trivela.
Yeah.
And when he joined Chelsea as well back in the day, like people were like, oh my God, same thing. His debut was so good, and then just like an Aubameyang situation, the manager got him. Next day, sacked, right? So all these things happen. And
wait, what happened? What happened? That story, what?
Scolari got Quaresma, and then he left the club.
On loan, right?
On loan, but I'm saying the second he got Quaresma, he got sacked. Right? Same thing happened with Aubameyang. Tuchel gets Aubameyang, and then Aubameyang, like, obviously stays, and Tuchel goes immediately.
How do you manage to get those players when they know they don't get sacked?
No, the whole situation with obviously Tuchel thing, that was just like a lot of like horrible things we did. That was a really, really stupid move from everyone involved in that move. Because look where Pierre is right now, right? It was just like a mess. And then obviously him being omitted from like the UCL squad, that was disgraceful. That was really disgraceful. But that's a whole different discussion. I feel like talent and hard work are two different things, right? As Mudryk says, talent ain't enough, right? He has a talent on him. Who do you think is the most talented? Cole Palmer?
Yeah, by far.
Sindre, what about you?
Far.
Ooh, it's a hard one. I agree with both of you.
No, you can't agree with both. You agree with one.
No, because this isn't. It comes down to, is this talent?
Yes. That's talent.
But
Jorginho was the most talented in our team before, right? By that basis.
He might have been.
Yeah, right? Like Jorginho was every player that has played with Jorginho said he was the smartest in the squad. He was the smartest the way he moved the ball. But physicality, him not tracking back, him being weak was like that wasn't good. So
but that's not talent though.
I don't know, man.
Nah.
It's not talent though. What you just described is not talent.
How? But what's Palmer known for?
Both. I can tell you 5 different things Palmer does that probably all of them do not do.
Okay, go on. Let's hear this.
Through balls. 1.
Mudryk has done some really good through balls to Jackson.
Oh, please.
Jackson hasn't finished. Forget the offside ones. I'm talking about the ones that are onside. Those cut back through passes. Oh my god.
I'm talking about the ones where Cole Palmer was able to just pick up the ball from deep and able to pick out a pass and the through ball. Our players cannot do that. Okay, our players do not pass forward. Our players pass sideways and backwards, guys. Okay, we might have a one-off forward pass, great through ball to Nicholas Jackson. Cool, I get that. I'm talking about generic 100 IQ play. Cole Palmer is the guy that
we're not debating about IQ. We're not. We know he's the most talented in terms of pure, but overall as a footballer, Mudryk is super raw. Palmer is a much better footballer than Mudryk right now, but I'm talking about raw talent.
Right? And also don't forget who Palmer was. Who was the coach?
Yeah,
who have coached Palmer before? Of course, Pep's.
It wasn't Pep. It wasn't Pep.
It was Pep.
It was Pep.
It wasn't Pep.
It was Pep.
No, he didn't come up through City with Pep, bro. He didn't.
He did.
Palmer
bro.
came through City with Pep.
Bernardo Silva, with even David Silva. You know, he was in and out of the team for a long time. He was around the
No. When he made his name through
No,
the
that
youngsters,
doesn't matter when he made his name. It's like saying Reese. Reese, even though he was in and out, Reese had a lot of loans, but even Mace had a lot. These guys were in and out of the team, preseason, everything. You learn from like the friendships he's made with some of these players.
No.
Friendships he's made from Kyle Walker and him are so close. Why are they so close? You think they only knew each other for like a year or two? They've known each other for many years. Palmer and Walker and all these guys. I'm saying like that thing matters in Pep's ideology, which is why talent be taught. That it comes down to this. Talent cannot be taught. I feel like that's just hard work, right? And obviously the City way or Pep's way. But Palmer is super talented, but I feel like Woodrick just has pure raw talent that needs to be molded into something great. That's Poch's project. That's going to be the toughest thing, whether he does it or not. Hopefully, knock on wood, he does it. Rose, we agree with you. Football takes both brains and execution, but are we talking about talent? Because if that's the case for me, in the last, I'd say 13 years, the most talented footballer besides Hazard in this club was Fabregas. If you're going by that. Right?
Yeah, there's a big difference.
I think Fabregas was one of the best passers ever, but I don't think he was like that. He wasn't talented per se if you compare him to like Hazard.
Or other Spanish midfielders like Iniesta.
Exactly. Oh, Iniesta was. Sadiq, how's the Milky Bar?
It's got me drained out, bro. Guys, I do need to wrap up, man. I do need to go. It's been over an hour.
Come on.
Yeah.
Next time we should play the football tic-tac-toe thing. The three of us. That'll be fun.
I'm down for that.
Wait, how does it work?
Football tic-tac-toe, where the teams are there, like City, Chelsea, like which player played for which team and stuff, that you just check it. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
What, do I need to share my screen to do it, or?
Yeah, one of us can share a screen and then we just discuss it, because a lot of people are doing it as well.
Okay, we'll do it.
Let's go. Not so ball knowledge.
Yeah, let's do it on Sunday.
Big up Sindre, legend as always.
Or after the game against Newcastle, if some people are able to commit to the stream or pod. Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure. Mr. Sindre, thank you. Hero 17, thank you.
Thank you for hosting, bro. Thank you for hosting.
We'll be back soon. We're first day back from the national break, so it's quiet. But the content tomorrow, I know for a fact everyone will be on. So catch you guys very soon, and see you soon.
Take care. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and hit the bell notification.
Yes.
So you get notified when Sadiq and